So we've seen the topsy-turvy impact of the pandemic on economies. It's also had a dramatic impact on how we live, work and shop, forcing changes to businesses around the world. Simon Freakley is CEO of global management consultancy firm AlixPartners. I asked him whether he thinks 2021 will be as demanding as last year.
Some of these shifts, which have been sudden and violent, are not going back. So let me give you an example. Online activity. In 8 weeks of the pandemic, the quantity of online activity, the additional sales were as much as had gone on in the 5 years previously. So an enormous lunge to online. And some categories where people hadn't been using online purchasing, like grocery, for instance, people, of course, through necessity had to buy their groceries online. People have got used to doing that. Telemedicine is another example. You know, the uptake of telemedicine was quite slow, but during the pandemic it was a necessity. That is not moving backwards. And I think we'll see 2021 and beyond, you know, our increasing reliance on logistics, the fact that so many things now arrive at our doorstep by delivery, means that there will be a push, an acceleration for electrification of vehicles, for autonomous driving, as logistics get more and more sophisticated in delivering these products to our door. So I think violent shifts that are now permanent and will continue, new technologies that have accelerated and will continue to accelerate. I think the pandemic has basically turbocharged a number of changes around consumer behavior and also how we engage with the world that simply aren't going to go back again.
We're all going to have to get used to this new normal, in which case, what should every business have in their contingency toolkit?
Well, I think the one learning from this time, Juliet, is the need to remain flexible and agile, which I know is a little bit of a buzzword, but fundamentally it means that we mustn't become a hostage to any strategy that's worked before. We just have to look at the opportunities as well as the challenges in this new normal. We've learned to work in a different way, which will lead us to a hybrid way of working. But 2021 and beyond, I think, does represent a lot of opportunity. So fundamentally, strong leadership, not being held hostage to any strategies that have gone before, remaining fleet of foot as circumstances change, as new competitors enter our markets, working out how best to face off against them, how to use technology to our advantage. Data, of course, is essential, but I see a lot of companies that are data rich and insight poor. So how we use technology and artificial intelligence to understand what the data is telling us about our customers, our supply chains, etc., are going to mark out the winners from the losers.